Zoo Lunch. Written, illustrated, and narrated by Roger Schultz. Copyright 2023 by ODTA. It's a zoo during lunch. Yelling, screaming, snort, slurp, hiss, grunt, munch. Teacher says the zoo should come and catch this noisy bunch. Let's have lunch at the zoo. Watching critters acting just like you. Let's put away our schoolwork and feed a new or two. They're like beasts on the bus, jumping, shouting, making quite a fuss, act like girls and boys or the zoo won't welcome us. Here we are at the zoo. Find a table near a friend or two. Make sure no pesky critters can steal your lunch from you. There's an ant in my stuff, tugging, pulling, stealing my cream puff. I hope she's not too hungry and leaves me just enough. There's a bee in my cup, buzzing, bumbling, racing like a pup. I think I'll let her drink my milk if she hurries up. There's a snail in my spoon, crawling slowly. I hope he gets done soon. He hasn't moved a half an inch since noon. There's a mouse in my cheese, nibbling, gnawing, eating it with ease, quiet as a lightning strike when she lets out a sneeze. There's a bird on my bread, pecking, poking, ignoring what I said, sliding on the butter and landing on his head. There's a fish in my glass, splishing, splashing, glad that he's a bass, ignoring all his schoolwork and showing off in class. There's a mole in my peas, stacking, sorting, buried to her knees, eating them politely, saying, "Pass the butter, please." There's a frog on my plate, hopping, stopping, seeing what I ate, landing in the ketchup while all of us yell, "Wait!" There's a hen on my eggs, skiing downhill, one more turn she begs, falling down the egg yolk and breaking both her legs. There's a pig in my stew, sniffing, snorting, throwing peas at you, hiding in the carrots and playing peekaboo. There's a crane in my soup, waiting, watching, stopping now to stoop, standing on a single leg and letting out a whoop. There's a seal in my bowl, picking, plucking, eating fruit he stole, juggling a beach ball and showing great control. There's a cow in the corn, mooing sadly, sounding all forlorn, trying to get the kernels to balance on her horn. There's a horse in my beans, jumping, vaulting, clearing piles of greens, tripping on some vegetables and smashed to smithereens. There's a bear in my jam, licking whiskers, happy as a clam, wiping paws on my clean shirt. What a mess I am. There's a moose in my food, munching, crunching, everything gets chewed, forgetting all his manners and acting very rude. There's a wolf in my meat, snapping, snarling, what a way to eat. No one wants to tell him that he's not very neat. There's a lion in my chair, growling, roaring, telling me he's there, hoping he gets seconds or all of us beware. There's a fox in my pie, throwing berries, he hits me in the eye, gulping down the last one and telling us goodbye. Say goodbye to the zoo. Bet those critters will soon be missing you. Can you hear them all exclaim, "Goodbye too"? If you enjoyed this YouTube rendition of Zoo Lunch, be sure to check out the YouTube rendition of its sequel called Zoo Lunch 2. If you want a paper copy of Zoo Lunch, you can find it on Amazon Kindle. The paper version of Zoo Lunch 2 will soon be available on Amazon Kindle as well.